Hello. Okay, so today's live is going to be shorter than usual, but it's still going to be golden. So, I had a last session today with a client. This is actually something that I shared on my Instagram just now. And this person just said something so freaking powerful that that's why I made that on the Instagram story and I shared it there, and I want to bring this in here. This person said that in the last 50 plus years that I've lived, it seemed like a glance. It seemed just like it wasn't real. It seemed like a quick just moment until the last 6 months that I finally fully lived, that I've actually experienced life. And I teared up at this point because I know what it's like to feel that. Even though I'm not 50 plus and I have come into this work a lot in a young age, a lot younger, through my own hardships, through my own, things that I overcame and so on. But it's still this understanding that the happy moments, the sad moments, the good and the bad, all of it, even though it seems like you've lived so much life, you realize that you haven't at all until you go into that presence, into wholeness, into accepting and loving all parts of you unconditionally, to loving life unconditionally, to connecting with it, to feeling the support, the connection with, being the observer, while at the same time, and this is where the paradox is, it's kind of like you're the observer of your life, but you are also the co-creator of it. And that is such a powerful place to be. So this is what I wanted to bring in here today, because we get caught up, right? I'm not even talking in these moments, right, when somebody passes away or you get that health diagnosis and then you actually understand like, whoa, there are more important things, right? And those things that you made a big deal about yesterday, they don't matter right now, right? Because there's something so much greater at stake. I'm not even talking about that, right? It's not that we have to have these moments that are shaking us up and just wake up to life, but something that's always available, something that's always present, just maintaining that connection with life, God, source, consciousness, divinity. And this week is special. This week, I want to invite you into that, into experiencing that. So the energies that we have this week, we also have the new moon at the end of the week on Friday. Yes, Friday. But generally, the energies right now are so just abundant. Okay, it's just that what I'm seeing is like that ground that's just ready for the seeds to be planted in there. Okay, we just experienced the eclipses. We just had that, a lot of releasing and realizing what isn't serving me. Where is it that I'm repeating those patterns? A lot of things were coming up to surface, and now last week I encouraged you guys to get so clear on what is it that you want. Now is the time to actually create it. So if you actually surrender and release, while moving forward, while continuing to take that heart-inspired action, understanding that life will support you, life will provide and align things to go along with that which you want, to give you that which you want. And this does not mean, because some people go into the extreme and kind of arguing for their limitations. So does that mean that I just sit on the couch and do nothing and things will happen? Like, no, you are the co-creator. You wouldn't want that, but there is some element of that. I remember Joe Dispenza in his book, he shared about his daughter wanting to go to Italy and also have a summer job. And she did the whole meditation thing as he teaches. And she had this amazing opportunity that she can pay half of the expenses and half the expenses are going to be covered, and she gets to visit Italy. And it seemed like, this is it. This is what I've been asking for. And she goes to her dad, and her dad said, that's not exactly what you wanted, though. Like, it's not exactly it. It's kind of it, but it's not it. That, your vision was different. And a lot of people, first of all, don't go into that, and then they settle for that. And she said, okay, fine. And then a few weeks later, she got this opportunity of having all her expenses paid. Her summer job was basically teaching English in Italy, in the different cities that she wanted to visit. So it all aligned perfectly. And it wasn't something that was in her control. She didn't have to look for this teacher who would have this opportunity for her. She didn't have to look for these jobs or this itinerary or whatever. It aligned. But for that to align, you also have to make the steps. And here's the trick here, because we feel like if things are aligning, that means it's my action that is required. Like I said, it's not necessarily your action, first of all. And those things that are your action, we feel like we're going to be called to do this big thing, like, right, and when I'm going to be doing this, I will know that this is my life's purpose and this will shift everything. And that's actually the opposite. When you have that heart inspired action, it's the little thing, and then you look back, it's like, wow, I did that little thing and that transformed my whole life. How the hell did this happen? Right? I was just recently speaking to someone, a couple, and it's just incredible how they met. And the woman was saying, it's like, yeah, it's one click. He added me on Facebook. I wasn't sure if to click it or not, and then I did, and then we just started talking from there. It was one click, and it didn't seem like there was no agenda of like, oh my god, I see the love of my life, right? None of that. But we feel like this is what a lot of people are craving. It's like, God, give me this sign, give me this action. What should I do? What has to come next? Show this person to me, or the circumstance is going to lead me to, I don't know, my partner or my job, or this thing that I want to create in my life. And it's not like that. It's not the big thing. And the reason we resist, because life is giving us those little nudges all the time. Do this. This feels good. This feels exciting. This feels inspiring. But we go into fear, or we go into, well, no, I'm waiting for like this big thing, right? And it's about training that muscle, just the intuitive muscle. I was actually just speaking to that with one of my clients today. When you go out of the house and you get this, I need to get this notebook. Don't go into, this doesn't make sense. I don't need this notebook today. What would I need for just, you got the intuitive hunch of getting the notebook. Just go and get the freaking notebook. Maybe you won't use it. It is what it is, but you're learning to trust yourself. You're learning to trust your intuition. How many times do you test people in your life, right? Are they dependable? Can I trust them? Are they safe? This is the same dance with your intuition. It's not that your intuition is testing you, but rather your ego, your mind is testing your intuition. Is it safe to trust? It usually goes into it. What am I going to get out of it, right? Like, if I listen to intuition, am I going to meet the love of my life, or am I going to get this job that is going to give me this incredible income or opportunities? Can you have fun with the process? Can you have fun with following these intuitive hunches just for the fun of it? Because you can't experience life if you're just going with the masculine. What is the end result? And those are shadow masculines. But like, what is the purpose? Where are we going? What is the target? It's in the combination with the feminine flow, the feminine process. So many people go into, because I'm focusing on this because this is the week. Like, this is the week. The energies are here. If you know what you want, and if you're able to, the paradox, if you're able to at the same time surrender that which you want completely and move forward towards it with those heart inspired actions, that's where you get it. All right. And like I said, the energies are available here. So going back to what I was saying before, so many people go into, I want to manifest this life. And you can manifest all you want. If you are not receptive, if you're not connected to that feminine, that masculine will always keep going. What is the end goal? What is the end target? Did I get what I want? And by the time you actually get that which you want, you're somewhere else. You're not even there anymore because you want something new. And it's completely normal. That's evolution. We're wired for evolution, for creation. That's a good thing. But if it's the masculine combination with the feminine energy, okay, it's the process and the target. So on this note, what do you want to create today? I was trying to encourage you to actually breathe fully, because we don't want this to come from the mind. We want this to like feel in the body, feel the quality that you want to feel, right? Getting out of the mind. Oh, I want the relationship. Why do you want the relationship? What do you think it's going to give you? Feel that in your body. What is the actual quality that you're looking forward towards? Is it being seen, being heard, being experienced, validation, connection, expression? What is it? Same with money, right? It's like, well, I want more money. You don't want pieces of paper. What are you actually after? I want freedom. I want endless possibilities. I want to not be constrained or restricted by anything. I want travel. I want excitement. I want um, certainty. So, what is the quality that you're actually after? Feel that in your body. And then, when you feel it in your body, and this may take a few minutes, you just need to breathe into it. What is the one step towards that? What is the one yes step to that? And if it's freedom, it doesn't have to be a trip to Paris, like smaller, smaller. You're inviting that in. And it's when you make that little step and you feel like you're like immersed, you soak into that quality. That is when life aligns to give you more of that quality. So it's you making one step and you receiving so much more of it, okay? But for that, again, that comes from the feeling, that comes from the sensation, that comes from really like physically feeling that quality that you want to welcome in, feeling it in your body. So, on this note, I thank you for being here. And next week, we will not be doing a live, but the week after that, we will. There will be videos uploaded Thursday, I believe. So, stay tuned for that. And I'm wishing you a powerful day.